The Cabinet Committee on Security has approved the procurement of 15 limited series light combat helicopters at a cost of 3,887 crore rupees. That includes infrastructure cost worth 377 crore rupees, which means that the per unit cost is around 234 crore rupees. Out of the 15 units, 10 units are for the Indian Air Force and 5 units for the Indian Army, and officials have said that the light combat helicopter has 45% indigenous content by value, which will progressively increase to more than 55% for the series production variant, that will include production of at least 114 units. Bharat Electronics Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Army Design Bureau of the Indian Army, under which they will collaborate in the field of artificial intelligence for defense applications. The memorandum of understanding also has the provision to include representatives of academia, startups and industry to carry out research activities for the development of innovative AI-based solutions and projects for the Indian Army. The Additional Secretary of Defense Production has said that India does not differentiate between foreign and domestic companies, but going forward, India will possibly not import any defense item. He also said that the centre has been reviewing all the buy global cases that are in the contracting phase right now, and has recently cancelled close to 60,000 crore rupees worth of buy global cases, which are direct purchase of defense items with no indigenous production. He also added that it is a little bit of difficult situation for the foreign manufacturers, but if the foreign companies have established production facility in India for design and manufacturing, then the Indian government will not differentiate between domestic companies and foreign companies. Hindustan Aeronautics is showcasing its Tejas lift variant at the Defence Services Asia exhibition in Malaysia, and HAL has released a video of lift variant at the exhibition. The senior minister in charge of Malaysia's Ministry of Defence also visited the stall of Hindustan Aeronautics, and he appreciated capabilities of HAL, and said that he looks forward for a long-term relationship between the two countries. The Royal Malaysian Air Force will announce the winner of its light combat aircraft tender at Lima 2023, in which HAL has offered the lift variant. The Indian Army's Acquisition Wing has released a request for technical and commercial proposal for the procurement of 18 articulated all-terrain vehicles under the Buy Indian category with at least 60% indigenous content, and the delivery of the vehicles must complete within 2 years of signing the contract. The articulated all-terrain vehicles will be twin-cabin and tracked amphibious carrier, and should be capable to operate at 18,000 feet in high-altitude areas with minimum 10 personnel with combat load. It must have a speed of at least 30 km per hour, 150 km operating range. It must have a gunner's hatch on top of both the cabins, and the cabin body must have STANAG Level 1 ballistic protection, and the vehicle should also be transportable by service aircraft held with Indian Armed Forces. Russia has written to the Indian Defense Ministry and has requested to clear payments worth $1.3 billion for several large defense deals that have not been processed. Indian officials are finding it difficult to process any payment to Russia, as two Russian banks undertaking transactions for defense contracts have come under sanctions. All Indian banks are refusing to conduct transactions due to fear of being excluded from the global financial system, while Russian banks are unable to convert the Indian rupees for remittance in rubles to Moscow. The Indian Defense Minister and Foreign Minister will hold the 2+2 dialogue with their US counterparts on 11 April, during which the US administration will push for the sale of the long-pending procurement of 30 MQ-9B armed drones, and will discuss the sale of FA-18 Super Hornet Block 3 for the Indian Navy. The navies of India and France have started the 20th edition of Varuna bilateral naval exercise in the Arabian Sea, in which various ships, submarines, maritime patrol aircraft, fighter jets and helicopters of two navies are participating. And the aim of the exercise is to build interoperability and strengthening the coordination. In a significant step in integrated operations, a C-130J Super Hercules aircraft have made its first landing at INS Bars, which is the southernmost airfield of the Indian Armed Forces.